Good afternoon. So today's a little bit crazy because I'm kind of between going to a meeting and just kind of going back and forth. So I want to make sure that you guys are in really good shape, kind of moving forward to make sure that we're in good shape. I'm not going to spend time today doing ACT prep. We're going to move on from that. Kind of going forward. So today's really going to be about getting ready for the presentations. We'll be working on those the rest of the week. Sans with tomorrow through Friday. You guys will be in good shape. We'll talk today about like the skeleton and what that should look like, kind of moving forward. So our agenda is we're going to do a reflection for the argumentative research essay. That's going to be found in Schoology, and so that way you're in good shape to do that. We'll do some goal setting for the ACT. There's a pink sheet that I have for you guys that will allow you to do some goal setting. I will collect that and then give that back to you tomorrow morning. We're going to review the rubric for the presentations, and then we're going to actually talk about presentations, and then I should be back by that point for any questions that you have. So this is in Schoology for you guys. It's the reflection for the argumentative research question. I love that. And so you're going to open your argumentative research essay, your problem solution essay in Schoology, and I want you to actually go through the feedback and see what's there. And then you're going to answer these questions. This should take you about 15 minutes at least. I want to know what the most difficult part of the paper was in explaining detail. What do you feel you did really well? Did that surprise you? And I want detail. These are not one sentence answers, these are a few sentences. What are areas you could possibly improve? And I want you to be really specific to that. I want to know what was challenging for you and 3 things that you learned from completing this. Be specific. Again, not one sentence answers. These are a little bit more than that. All right, so I've already for your once you do that, you're gonna submit that on Schoology. Okay, so I provided you guys a pink paper with some numbers on it. Those are all the numbers that I have, including national test dates for the ACT. So what I'm gonna have you guys do is I want you guys to go through and I want you guys to go ahead and write down, okay, what would you like to score tomorrow for English and reading, and what are 2 to 3 strategies you plan on using, kind of moving forward. So that way you guys are in good shape for tomorrow. Remember, I'm the first person you see tomorrow. I got breakfast, I got pencils, I got goodies. So you come see me first. Okay, so you guys are going to be presenting a week from Tuesday in front of a live audience. You're going to be presenting about your problem and solution, and I'm going to walk you guys through today the skeleton that's going to be due on Friday to me. Your presentation is only 4 to 6 minutes. It's pretty short, so you're not going to be presenting everything from your paper, but you're going to be presenting a lot of it to persuade your audience of what the best solution is. I want you to compel them. I want you to be thinking about every single component you're using on your slides. I'm going to talk a little bit about I'm a minimalist. I don't want a lot on a slide, and I have an example in there in Schoology so you guys can see what a minimalist presentation looks like and that you can still follow their slideshow even though you may not know a lot about their topic. Okay, so this rubric is in Schoology, so if you go to Schoology and you go to our purple folder, you're going to see a new folder that says presentation materials for this assignment. and it should say presentation materials. It's right at the bottom right here. For your reflection, if you need your essay, it's right below that. In the rubric, you're going to see in there rubric, slide, draft, presentation, which is what I'm going over right now. You're going to want to look at the rubric right now. Okay, so notice the rubric is not content driven, it is performance driven. I've already done the content part. So I'm going to be looking for really strong delivery. I don't want a lot of reading off the slides, which is why I'm telling you guys not to put a lot on there. I'm looking for really good eye contact and posture. There's also a dress. You have to be dressed up for this. And on that rubric, it kind of explains what I'm looking for that. If you are not dressed up the day of your presentation, you may not present. If that is a problem, please let me know, and I'm happy to see what we can do to help you. But it is performance-based, that rubric, not content-driven. I do have a skeleton, and I'm going to walk through that with you guys right now. All right, so this is kind of our skeleton for this. Okay, something I want you guys to keep in mind, sorry about that, is, okay, not each one of these, and I want you guys to mark this up for me. Okay, so each one of these is not a slide, maybe 2 to 3 slides, so please do not have each one of these be a slide itself. Okay, so you're going to have introduction slides where you're going to state the research question. That should be your title slide. You're going to provide an overview of the presentation focus. So you're going to put in your contextualization. It could be a startling statistic, an anecdote, or a quote. I would pull that from your paper unless it was weak. And I'm going to highlight that because I did have some people who had some weaknesses. I also want you to make sure that you're explaining your contextualization and showing the complexity of the issue. And then you have a choice. I have your thesis statement right there, but I'm fine with you moving it down to the consequences part if you think it's more appropriate there. Okay? So that's going to be your first slide. Again, minimal words. Use images and graphs. Not a big fan of the word. Like, I want you to be a minimalist here. Okay, so the first part is going to be that defining the problem paragraph. So this may be 2 to 3 slides. I want you to tell me what is happening, why it's a problem. You will not be able to use everything. But what I would suggest doing is filling this outline in. So that way you have it. Kind of start to go through that paragraph and pick maybe 1 to 2 pieces of evidence. I know some of you guys have way more. So that might be your first one. You're going to have your causes and your history. Maybe pick your top piece of evidence. And then consequences, maybe top consequence. This all could very easily be 8 slides right here. Could be very easily 8 slides right here. Then you're going to transition, and this could be your thesis. And then for each one of these, this may be 2 to 3 slides for each. But your best solution, and I was really confused in some of the papers, your best solution should be last. Because you want to save the best for last. That's going to be so important. Some of you guys put it first, and I didn't think that helped you at all. So you're going to put evidence for your solution one. You're going to show me why there's a limitation. And then there will not be a rebuttal for that. Same for solution two. There will not be a rebuttal for that, but there will be one for solution three. But you're going to show me in this one, why is it not implementable? For that one too. And then solution three, you should go like Pasha. Like there's so much that you can do with it. Say it is super implementable and do a good job. In your conclusion, you're going to tell me, how does this relate to the world today? What are the implications if this is not solved? Call to action, and then circle back, bring us back the hook for the intro. Notice it doesn't say anything about restating the thesis there at all. You guys are just bringing this back. So this handout, here's what I would do. Do at same time as slideshow. Do on Friday at the end of class. Filled out. Okay? Just to kind of give you a place to go, I would be filling it out as you go. Look at the sample slideshow in Schoology. I put 2 of them in there to kind of help you guys out so you guys can see minimalist, more is less. I favor very few words. I will be back today when you guys have questions, but you guys are going to be fine without me. All right. Yay. See you in a little bit. Bye.